so my name's Carly Crins and this is Doreen. I wanted to show you guys how to do hooded eyes. So I obviously don't have hooded eyes and it's very hard for me to show people how to do that. So Doreen offered to use her eyes, her beautiful face, for this demo. So we're just gonna hop right into it. You guys can watch the replay a little bit later, but we're both unique presenters and live only a few minutes apart, so we thought that we'd make this video for you guys. Alright, so I already prepped, she's got her base face on and we have primer on her eyes, okay? So she is ready to go. One thing about hooded eyes is eye primer is a must, alright? Here, come in closer. Because if you can see the difference between her eyes and mine, see how when I say hooded eyes, her crease is, we have to create a crease basically, right? Whereas mine is, I know I have makeup on right now so it's more defined, but that's the difference between hooded eyes and non-hooded eyes. So eye primers are important for all people, but especially hooded eyes because it's kind of covered more and we need it to not crease. So you just put a tiny little bit on and you're good to go. We have 6 kids in the basement right now, so we don't know how this is going to go. We could have screaming kids any second, so I'm just going to get started. We are going to do one eye of what not to do and one eye of what to do. So, is that Nico crying? Already? Yeah. Okay, so close your eye. I'm just going to start by taking the cream shadow in the color Victorious and prepping her eyelid again all over here. Do you need to go get him? Don't worry about what it looks like right now. We're just going to blend that away. Oh, shoot, there.
Oh, no. That sounds pretty.
This is what happens when you work from home and you have kids. You don't know what's going to happen. So we're going to have a little guy coming up here right away, and he's going to get some snuggles from his mom. Come here, buddy. Okay. So I prepped. This is the eye that we're going to keep to the hooded tutorial, okay? And I'm going to show, we'll do that one after, okay? Does that sound good?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Nico, mister.
So I'm going to take, using palette number 3, right here, I'm going to start by using this rosy color with my angled shadow brush. And I'm just going to take a little bit in this outer corner right here. The main thing that you want to do when you, sorry, open your eye for a second. When you, with somebody with, sorry guys, this is how that we knew. Okay, go get him.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry guys, this is what happens when you have kids and work from home. Sometimes it doesn't go as planned. So, like I said, we have 6 kids in the basement right now, and it doesn't always go as planned. So, I'm going to be using this palette on her with this color, and I'm going to show you how we're going to create the crease. Okay? Oh, you're scared of my dog? Oh, sorry, buddy. Okay.
Sorry, everyone.
Okay. Sorry guys, we're back and at it. So I'm going to take the color Tickled here with the crease brush, and you're going to keep your eye open, okay? So where you have to create her crease is with her eye open. You're going to lightly put a little bit of color with her eye open to create that crease. So see how I'm adding that there? Now close your eye. That is literally going to give us that defined area of where to create this crease. So we are just going to go with this nice rosy color. The other thing that I should add is that mattes are amazing for people with hooded eyes. You do not want to apply shimmer in areas that you don't want to accentuate, right? So I'm going to show you on the other eye what not to do. But right now I'm just taking this Tickled color right in here, and like I said, we created that crease. So open your eye for a second. You can already tell the difference between this eye and the other eye. This one looks more accentuated hooded, right? Whereas this is already creating that crease for her. Okay, close your eye again. So we're just going to add a little bit in here. Now I really want to elongate that eye, so I am going to take my cream shadow brush again. And I want to use one of the other cream shadows. So we're going to go with the color Faithful. This is what it looks like with this cream shadow brush. And I'm just going to take a tiny little bit here, and we're just going to go in this outer corner here, just like this. So I just really want to create and elongate the eye like that. So just lightly put it on. See how you can already see how it's adding the depth there? All right, so I'm gonna leave this side for right now, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do the other one of what not to do, okay? So I'm gonna take palette number 3. I guess it doesn't really matter this, but I'm gonna take a shimmer color right now, and I'll come on this side. Okay, so just close your eye. So I'm gonna apply the shimmer like I would on my eye, just to show you the difference of what it does. So open your eye right now. See how adding the dark there, it's not blended yet of course, but adding the dark there is going to actually accentuate her hooded eye versus keeping it nice and bright. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this palette number 3 still. I'm creating, doing that there with the color Flippant, it's called. And then I'm gonna just brush it off. So the one thing is, when you have hooded eyes, you don't want to have your whole eyelid completely shimmery. Okay? There's nothing wrong with shimmer. If you look at my eyes right now, I actually have palette 3 on, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But on hooded eyes, we want to pull as much matte as we possibly can, and I'm going to show you where you can put that pop of shimmer at the end. Okay, so even if I were to blend this out, like you're supposed to, so in a windshield wiper motion, it's still going to be too much for her eyes. Okay, so open your eye right now. Okay, so we're going to keep that like that. We'll do your eyebrows and then we'll come back. Okay. So on this side though, I do like to have a little bit of a pop of shimmer, okay? So I like to just take my liner shader brush with the color Smitten off of palette 3, so it's this one right here, and let's close your eye for a second. Where you want to put shimmer is actually right here, right in the middle, along the lash line, right here. This is going to create a brighter eye. It's going to give a nice little illusion that she's going to have a bit of shimmer there, but open your eye for a second. But it's just a nice little pop. See how it already has brightened her eye? On this side, you actually see it feels like it accentuates her hood, whereas this side, it's more sunken in, if that makes sense. Okay? I'm glad you could be my little model today. All right, so we're going to do some eyeliner. I really like the powdered look on anybody's eyes, but I'm going to show you the difference of what it does for somebody with hooded eyes. Just using, again, the black from palette 3 with my liner shader brush. I'm going to go in and, okay, close your eyes. We're just going to paint or do a really thin line right along her lash line here. Just do a nice thin line. Okay, open your eye for a second. Okay, close. Basically, this is going to make her eyelashes look just a little bit thicker without it adding a whole lot. Sorry, I feel like I'm going to block you guys. Hey, Nico. Okay. All right, so then on this side, I'm going to do a thick winged out liner. Okay, close your eye. We're going to use the liquid eyeliner. So, and these products were great on if she were to do this in a certain way, but I just wanted to show you guys what not to do and techniques that you can do for your eyes to accentuate them and make them look even brighter. Okay, open your eye for a second. Okay, close. So I have done this on other people and it looks totally fine, right? So I don't want you guys to think that you can't wear this, but just give me a sec, I got a little bit underneath your eye. Okay, look at me. Just look up for a second. Another thing that you don't want to do with hooded eyes is have darkness underneath, okay? So I'll come back on this side. Look up for me. So this is a technique that I absolutely love for my eyes. If you see, I actually have it under my eyes right now. But it's going to make her eyes look even smaller.
Do you have to remind people who are just joining what we're doing, what we want?
Yeah, so for those people that are just joining right now, Doreen and I are just creating do's and don'ts for hooded eyes right now because I get asked all the time and it's something that I can't show very easily and because I don't have hooded eyes. So I just appreciate her being here and doing this with me. So, okay, look up for me. If for hooded eyes, if you want to add a little bit of underneath your eye, or if you guys have questions, feel free to comment too. But I like
So-
to take,
This is the do, and
that's-
this is the don't.
yeah.
In case.
So I like to add just a tiny little bit with my liner shader brush again, just with a bit of powder. So it's basically going to, and we only put it a third of the way in. So it's only going to be on that outer third part of her eye. Just again to really open it up and focus it in. Okay, close your eye for a second. So I'm just going to add a little bit more here. All right, it's coming together. So should I do your eyebrows first, and I'll come back with the highlighter?
Sure.
Okay. Sorry, buddy. I took away your brush. Okay. Just tell me if I'm blocking them. So I'm going to start by doing her eyebrows like this. By doing your eyebrows, it actually is going to open up your eyebrow or your whole eye even more. Makes it a little bit more defined. It helps frame your face even too. And it's going to open this area here up quite a bit. So you want to create, you don't want to make it so that it's super dark and overshadowing. Just make it natural, just like that. So I'm just taking the liner in the color light for her. Alrighty. Then on this side, we're going to make them. Alright, so if you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to ask, or if you have issues with your own hooded eyes, feel free to pop them below. Do you want me to put them down?
Do I go to Kia?
Okay,
Go to Kia?
so you can already see how this is like accentuating, like I said, making it, you can see that it is accentuating her hood, whereas this is actually pulling it back because I put that matte in there. Alright? Okay, so now,
Oh, we have a comment.
yeah, hey Joe. Yeah, try doing a third of the way and seeing what that does for you. It's not saying that this is be all end all and this is the way you have to do it. These are just some of the tips that I've learned and that we're going to share with you guys. So I'm just going to take the luminizer in the color Benevolent, and I want to just very lightly go right under her eyebrow here. So it's not going to add a whole pile of shimmer per se, but it's just going to pick that whole eyebrow up even more. So on the don't side, you would actually put darker stuff up there and even continue on with the shimmer that's on here. You could just, by pulling this up even higher, it's going to make it look even more hooded. So if you can keep it nice and bright and pull that eyebrow up, that will be really, really... Okay, close your eyes now. So I like to add a little bit of a pop of color. You can do this on both sides. It's not that it's wrong for each or right for each. I just like to add a little bit of brightness in that inner corner to really accentuate and open it up. So it's, again, it's the luminizer. Sorry, can you guys see? So it's not adding shimmer per se, but it's adding a little bit, creating that openness right in this inner corner, okay? So basically, if you move closer, Dee, can you guys see how the difference is and how just something so simple is making her eye look that much more open? And it's very, very pretty. It's subtle. It's still there, but it's matte, not shimmer. All right, so mascara. Where's your mascara?
Right there.
Okay.
Yep.
So because we have the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, that's what I'm going to be applying. And it, they say like in different tutorials they'll have different ways that you can do your lashes, and I'm going to show you a little trick that I have that's going to help make it elongate that as well.
What is that powder luminizer?
The powder luminizer, yeah, Joe, you were asking about the cream one. The powder one is this. This is Benevolent, and this is the second shade of the 5. So this one is, yeah, the one that you were wanting was called Lustrous, and it's like a rosy goldy color. So, okay. We're gonna try and do this mascara having a toddler on her lap. We'll see how amazing we are. Okay, look down for a second. So this is the gel. For those that are new to the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, they just revamped this formula January 1st. And it is by far the best formula that we've had to date. I've been around for all three of them and absolutely love, 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 love this one. All right, so right away you want to take the fibers, roll it on your hand to pack them down a bit, and look down again. And then we're applying them from halfway to the tips. There's no need to go from the base. Okay, we'll go to the other side. Give you the full look. All right, so hi buddy. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, feel free to pop them below and we will answer them as soon as I'm done doing this. I know for me to do someone else's mascara just takes a little bit longer because I'm less aggressive than you would be. Whoops. Sorry. No, that's okay. Okay. That's the life of working from home and being a mom. It's sweet that we can do this and still do what we need to do as well. All right, so I put the fibers on and now we need to seal them on. So look down again. But I'm going to show you a little trick of what we do that's going to help kind of pull and elongate her lashes even longer and make her eye look wider. So right away I can add more fibers, but I'm only going to add them in, in this little section here. So on this outer third corner, just lightly adding a little bit more. Already, look at when her eyes close. Close your eye for a second. Look how pretty that is, hey? This side just looks so, so pretty. Okay. So we're going to seal that on. Just look down a little bit more. Hey, bud? Right away, we're just adding that extra little bit in that outer corner. This is something that I like to do with my lashes too, but it really, really helps pull out and elongate that eye for people with hooded eyes. So that's something that you can do. So I'm just sealing them on, making sure they don't fall off. Now open your eye. Already check that out, hey? Okay.
Oh, we have a comment. What are hooded eyes?
Okay, Lisa. Do you want me to answer it or do you want to?
Go for it.
Okay, give me 1 second. I'm just going to put the mascara on. Okay, you can't smile.
Oh!
I'm just going to put the mascara on, Lisa, and then we'll answer your question, okay? And be sure to totally answer that because, yeah, lots of people don't know. And you know what? Chances are, if you don't know what hooded eyes are, you probably don't have them.
Although I didn't know for a
You
very long time.
didn't know either?
No.
Okay. Well, we'll see. So I'm just putting, again, the fibers in that outer area, outer third of her eye, and I'm just going to seal them on again. Okay, you can look down a little bit. Awesome. So we'll show a side-by-side picture as well, so that you guys can see the difference up close too, and I'll show you once I'm done with this as well. Okay, now look up. So for the 3D Fiber Lash Mascara, we just put some on the bottom, just the gel. We don't have to add the fibers. You can if you want, but you'll have to do all 3 steps if that's what you want to do. Check out those lashes. Woo woo! Alright, so I'll do this side so that we can give it a total fair comparison from the eyeshadow looks of what the difference is going to be by adding the mascara the same way. So any more questions? Sorry, I feel like I haven't.
Sarah.
I'll show her in a second. I'll show you Lisa in a second, okay? Okay. So, Lisa, to answer your question, she asked, what is hooded eyes? Which is a super good question. If you look at where, I know I have makeup on right now, but if you look at my eyes and where my crease is, you can actually see my whole hood of my eyes when my eye is open. All right? I have a more indented crease than what Doreen has. We are using makeup now to help create her have somewhat of that look. But you can't see her whole eyelid, whereas you can see my whole eyelid when our eyes are open. That's the difference of a hooded eye. So we wanted to create a look that's more like a do's and don'ts for hooded eyes. So for Doreen, we put more shimmer on this side. If you can see, I know the light's kind of reflecting here. This actually accentuates her hooded eye side, right? Whereas on this, we put more matte colors with just a little slight shimmer, and it's going to help sink that in more, and that's essentially what you want, okay? So we'll finish off with, should I do a fun lip on you?
Oh, sure.
Just for fun.
What do we
but can you guys see the difference already? You can get right close. You can see the difference of what it does, or from far away even, of how it helps her eyes pop more versus, and have that more synced in effect versus accentuating that area. Okay? All right, we're just gonna add a pop of color because this is super fun. And then we'll let you guys go. But if you guys have any more questions at any time, don't hesitate to ask either one of us. We're here. Yeah, scroll. Oh, we taught you today that you have a slight hooded eye, Sarah? Okay, sorry, you just got to turn this way for 1 second. I know you have a little bit of stuff on you, but this will just kind of add a little bit of a pop. Okay, rub together a little bit. Okay. So this is the lip stain in Serendipitous. And I'm just adding a slight layer.
Mama, Baba.
You want your bottle, honey? Okay. See, just a nice pretty look. Okay. So there you guys have it. That is a total major difference. Hey, Joe? Yeah, I agree. And so those are some of the tips that we have that are just going to, yeah, I'll see if, hi Corolla, how are you?
Cool.
Oh, that's so fun that you're on here. Hope everything's going good. Okay, I'm just scrolling up so I don't miss anything. Okay, well, if you guys have questions later on, feel free to ask any one of us. If you don't know if you have hooded eyes and want to know, by all means, just send us a message as well. All we need is a picture and we'll be able to tell you right away. But again, these are just some of the tips that we have, and I just wanted to be able to share this in some of my classes and Doreen's classes too. And so, by all means, feel free to ask us any questions. Did you have anything to add?
No.
No?
I find eye primer is the biggest. Make sure you have eye primer on because there's a lot of movement if you have hooded eyes. And lashes. Those two.
Yeah. And I like to really keep in this area lighter, okay? Keep it lighter so it's brighter, and then have that pop of a little bit of depth here to kind of really draw that in. All right. Yeah, we miss you too. I can't wait till it's in Holland.
Soon.
Soon, I hope. Hey? All right. So thanks, guys, for tuning in. We will see you later. All right?
Thank you.
Bye, guys.